thought hating minorities and being attracted to little kids were like, that was their whole thing. I thought they were doing it all. This was shocking to me. So y'all remember who I am referring to as VTards, because they're shitty VTubers and they have a shitty name. Y'all remember these dickheads. This group comprised of 5 based anime girl VTubers who aren't afraid to speak their mind and go against what is deemed politically correct. They started this group July 9th, 8:50 p.m. They made it official. This was their official group post. We are 8 days since they posted this, and they're already breaking apart. I'd say they made it a whole week, and the following day after that 1 week that they are together, they're already splitting apart. So it was originally the 5 of them, but this one in the middle, who actually has me blocked, which I think is very funny, has posted, they say, as of right now, I will be stepping away from VTards. Do not make assumptions until you know the full story. Please, I believe that what was started as a joke has gone too far and has opened up some dangerous paths. If you want to unfollow me for my choice, that's your right. I understand that by doing this, I may receive waves of harassment from viewers of other group members. Please do not harass others on my behalf. This was my decision and one that has been quite some time in the making. Which is crazy that this has been quite some time in the making. The group has only been around for a week. What do you mean? What is quite some time? Because normally if somebody says it's been like, they've been thinking about something for quite some time, that's like a minimum of a week. Like, I'd normally think months. So I think this is hilarious. I thought that Nachisu is the redheaded Hitler one. Views were ironic, not real, but it's becoming increasingly apparent that she genuinely believes in these things. Akimi's aggression is getting to a point that I cannot support. I feel the need to make it clear that I don't hate Akimi. I thought I could help her and be a voice of reason, and she won't listen. And then they put down here, and because I know the screenshot will likely be taken out of context for some narrative, I don't care about lolicon shit, I don't consume it, but I don't give a fuck about fiction. And I don't even want to like zoom into this because it is Anya, a child from Spy Family, and over in this corner is the eggs and sperm, and we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I guess one of them sent a screenshot of that to like their group. I think it was the Nazi one. And Shirou responded with a shrug emoji saying it's fiction. And then follows it up saying that muting this not as a statement, but for my own mental health. Please remember that behind the screen is a real person just like you. Think about that before you respond to people, which, God, the fucking irony, audacity. I don't even know what the fuck to call it. But the fact that you say this, you know, think about that before you respond to people. You know, there are real people behind the screen. You, of all people, are saying that. Suddenly when something happens to yourself, oh, we're all humans now. But apparently she also made a post saying it kind of worries me that some guys genuinely believe that women can't be right wing. Like, how does that make any sense? I'm a state delegate, very involved in the GOP first name basis with most of our Republican politicians. This bitch is a state delegate. I would just like to say, because I put out the TikTok yesterday talking about the lolicons and shit like that. I said at the end of my TikTok, because people are like, oh, you can't control somebody's community if they're using like a child model and making NSFW content. And I said, if you hadn't filled your community with Epstein's client list, yes, you could. And knowing that this bitch is a state delegate, I thought it was a little bit of an exaggeration. I didn't realize I was actually correct. This screenshot, which I want y'all to know, when I saw this screenshot, I thought this was the funniest shit ever. Shirou says, I will not associate with someone who actually believes Nazi talking points, to which Nachisu responds, I will not associate with someone who actually believes art of child R-word is okay. I thought these niggas was on the same side. The Nazi is fighting the pedophile. Like, I thought they were on the same side. You might actually be one of Epstein's clients. Honestly, no, she couldn't be one of Epstein's clients just because I know that bitch don't have the money like that. And Epstein's clients, like, they had more money. Just because you're a state delegate, you don't have the money like that. But like, if she was able to, she probably would have been on Epstein's client list. I can't believe I was right. I had to give this update. But I was just saying, this bitch just probably didn't have the money to be able to be a part of it. If she did, I think she would be. So turns out I was right. I was very right in my TikTok. I was very right in my TikTok that I posted. My, oh, she never misses. This bitch says that like she joined because she thought that they were doing it like ironically and then found out it was unironic. Why are you okay with Nazis ironically? Like, why is it okay to fake being a Nazi online? I'm confused. I saw your TikToks on this. Love that you're calling them out on their shit. Oh yeah, I will absolutely. I stay calling people out. If you're doing some fuck shit, I'm gonna say you're doing some fuck shit. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is why would you fake being a Nazi? You can't make this shit up. I had to go and unblock because I ended up having to talk about these bitches again. I didn't think I'd have to, so I went through and blocked them all. But since they're still doing shit, I had to unblock them so I could pull this up. It's so fucked up. Like, I can't help but laugh at it. Like, the fact that you were just totally fine with somebody pretending to be a Nazi and getting art of themselves in Nazi uniform. Like, they stream this Nachisu Miku, which Hatsune Miku would not approve of this. This Miku bitch, redhead, off-brand, can't even come with an original design. Bitch here, like, streams in a Nazi uniform. Like, her VTuber is in a Nazi uniform. In like the past week, I've called out the Nazi VTubers and the fucking file VTubers, and then they're infighting. I thought they were on the same team. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were like all together. It was kind of just like, you know, if you're already don't believe nobody white should have like any kind of rights, you might as well be also like fucking around with kids. Like, it just, in my brain, those two just connected. So to find out that they don't and that there's infighting there is phenomenal, actually insane. All of them got so many followers from this announcement and the fact that they made this group and everything like that. Just for it to not last for a week? You couldn't even like stick with your own guns of being based anime girl VTubers and going against what's politically correct. Like, you couldn't even stick with it for a week. The bitches didn't even know each other. This wasn't like a friend group. You didn't know this bitch was a Nazi, and you didn't know this bitch was a pedophile. They said, oh, you hate minorities too? You want to use slurs online? Let's all join together. 1 week later, I can't agree with somebody who is a pedophile. Well, I can't agree with somebody who is a Nazi. Breakup. The resources and backing behind like a lot of the bigger VTubers is just so large. You don't really get to see from like the outside looking in how many like other types of VTubers there are. There are so many black VTubers. There are so many like different race VTubers that like even express it in their models and stuff. There is a lot of that, but there's also so much racism. There's so much. And that's the thing is that like a lot of these bigger VTubers are so racist and everybody's just like, yeah, this is my favorite VTuber. I love the things that she's saying. Like, what? What do you mean? Bunch of the big names are racist. And then a lot of the like big names are in agencies. And so like they have the backing. I don't think the bigger VTubers should call out people by name, but I think they should call out people by action. Cause again, if Iron Mouse got on stream and was like, the fact that there are Nazi VTubers is insane. Like you should quit VTubing and reevaluate your life decisions. If Iron Mouse said some shit like that, do you know how many people would genuinely reconsider their position because their Oshi said Nazis are bad? And nothing else would like make them stop and think. But their Oshi saying Nazis are bad, they'd really stop and think and be like, fuck, Iron Mouse doesn't like them. Maybe I shouldn't like them. That's the mentality these people have. Oh, I don't know if it's necessarily gotten worse, but like the racists have just gotten louder.
Holy crap. These are the Negroes I've seen out here.
She sounds fucking dumb. She sounds dumb. Like she genuinely just sounds like a fucking idiot. Like she's not even confident in it. She genuinely doesn't even like sound confident in the racist shit that she's saying. This bitch joins the group with the bitch streaming in a Nazi uniform, spouting Nazi-like ideology, thinks it's a joke, thinks pretending to be a Nazi is funny, but it's not funny if you're actually a Nazi. What's funny about pretending to be a Nazi? Quick, explain the joke. Oh, right, grifting and lolicons were the same fucking circle. Like the Venn diagram was a single circle. I didn't know it was separated anyway. I thought hating minorities and being attracted to little kids were like, that was their whole thing. I thought they were doing it all. This was shocking to me. That was the only like news update I had for today, was the fact that a week later, the based anime girls are infighting and one of them's already left the group.